What the cup? My name is Pat Mullivan, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about sport psychology. What we have here is a pundit square, just to jump right into it, and for simplicity's sake, language sake, not great grammar, not proper grammar, we're going to call this win, lose, good game, bad game. And what's happening here is there's four possible outcomes. One is you play a good game and you win. The second one is that you play a good game and you lose. The third one is that you play a bad game and you win. The fourth one is that you play a bad game and you lose. The first result we're okay with. You play a good game and you win. The last result, you play a bad game and you lose, we're okay with that one too. The third result here, you play a bad game and you win, we've all encountered this before, and we call that being lucky. Okay. Now here's the one that I want to talk to you about. The second result, you play a good game and you lose. The key in sports psychology is, how do you deal with this? This is the way I've been taught to deal with this. And that is to have a self-to-self comparison. Self-to-self comparison means that you compare yourself to yourself, how you did in the past and where you want to be in the future. The opposite of self-to-self comparison is comparing yourself to others. And comparing yourself to others is not productive. It's non-productive. If let's just get a quick look at that. If you compare yourself to the worst person in the badminton gym, you feel better. On the opposite side, if you compare yourself to the best person in the gym, you feel bad. So it depends on how you want to feel. So if you want to feel better, you compare yourself to the worst person in the gym and you feel better. And you want to feel bad, a little, beating yourself up, then you compare yourself to the best player in the gym and you feel better or worse, right? But that goes nowhere. It's not helpful. It's non-productive. What's the best thing for you to do is compare yourself to yourself. How you were in the past, where you are in the present, the now, and where you want to be in the future. And by comparing yourself to yourself, you have a pretty good ruler to gauge yourself. As long as you are improving now, right? Every game that you are improving, you should feel better about yourself. Let's go back to the pundit square. You hear a lot of coaches say, when you lose, you play the good game and you lost. They'll tell you it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. Well, this is explaining that saying, and that is, as long as you're playing a consistently good game, you're doing better, and soon enough you will be as good as you want to be or can be. To chart this out, would look like this. Now this could be the chart here represents the peaks and the troughs, right? As long as you're progressing, here I'll just do it this way. As long as you're progressing, you'll have some bad days, but as long as you're progressing, you should feel better about your performance. And what will happen is that eventually you will plateau. We all do this. All athletes plateau. Even in your professional life, you will plateau, and two things are going to happen. Either you're going to have a moment of high and then you'll come back to the plateau, or you're going to have a moment of low and then you'll come back to the plateau. and then eventually we all go down, and then we get this little moment of high right before our demise, our end, and then we just fade away gracefully. Now, I didn't put any timeline to this, but I will give you an example.